Hello, my name is Ryan Wright. I'm the Parks and Recreation Director with the City of Diamond Bar. Today we're at the Summit Ridge Trail System. We have 3 trails that make up this system. The one to the north is the Steep Canyon Trail. To the south is the Grandview Trail. But today we're focused on the Canyonloop Trail, which is an oval-shaped trail in the center of the Summit Ridge Trail System, and it's about 1.29 miles long. The Canyonloop Trail System included renovations that completed in February of 2023 to improve drainage to minimize erosion of the trail, enhance use of the trail where gradients were steep, regrade cross slopes, and improve pathways at the steps. Other amenities included development of rest areas with benches and shade shelters and new climbing steps with adjacent swale channelization, plus water diverting improvements where necessary. These trail improvements reward hikers with a great 360-degree view of the surrounding open space from the top. In coordination with the project's initial study, Mitigated Negative Declaration, a 5-year habitat mitigation monitoring program known as the HMMP was completed in June of 2023 to describe both the voluntary restoration and permanent impacts to coast prickly pear scrub and California sage scrub associated with the project. This project was created with support from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, and the 5-year project includes methods during restoration and enhancement, as well as requires a project manager to serve as the city's consultant. The city selected Michael Baker International to serve this vital role as project manager and restoration ecologist for the next 5 years.
Hi, my name is Ryan Phaneuf, and I'm the restoration ecologist and project manager with Michael Baker International. Michael Baker International is a leader in engineering and consulting services. We strive to make a difference in our communities through our projects each and every day. For this project, I'm doing 2 types of monitoring: monthly qualitative monitoring and annual quantitative monitoring. For qualitative monitoring, making general observations about plant health and establishment, growth of seed mixes, presence of new native plant species, wildlife usage, and non-native plant cover, soil moisture, and even human disturbances such as trash or vandalism. I'm closely monitoring the health of the restoration site in order to provide informed maintenance recommendations to the restoration contractor. During this process, I'm also taking a lot of photos to closely document the site progress and maintain a historical record of the site. For annual quantitative monitoring, this generally occurs in the spring. I'm assessing the growth and establishment of native plantings by measuring percent cover. It also accounts for the non-native species and non-vegetated cover types, including bare ground, rocky soils, or patches of dead vegetation, which we call thatch. For the first several years of the project, we also count each and every planting and record the condition to determine what we call percent survival, basically a number of which plants have survived that year or which have died, so that we can make replanting recommendations, which should occur early on in the project timeline.
We're excited that we're already seeing signs of early success and growth within the restoration site. So this includes growth of planted native species such as the prickly pear cactus, where we're seeing new sprouts, as well as growth of the lemonade berry, also a planted species, where we're seeing new growth in the form of young leaves. Another early sign of restoration success is the presence of native species that we didn't plant but have shown up here on site and sprouted on their own. So an example of this is the lady's tobacco, right here, that's actually in bloom right now. And then the chilicothe, which is growing here in amongst these rocks.
The simplest thing we can do is enjoy the restoration progress from a distance. So this would just mean to stay on the trail and stay out of any fenced areas or areas with restoration signage asking you to please stay out. The other key principle to remember is to pack it in, pack it out. So if you bring trash in, please bring the same trash out. And along those same lines, please don't disturb any wildlife or take any native vegetation with you when you leave the park. Similarly, please don't disturb any of the fencing or the restoration signage. And if you do see any damage, please just report this to the city.